Could the next medical breakthrough be found here in Dartmoor National Park? We're here to meet a team from Basecamp Research who thinks it could be.
We take the soil sample and put it in a sterile bag. We label it with a unique identification number so that we will know when we get back where it was taken and which metadata that Louise is collecting belongs to it.
This work is part of the team's ambitious project to build the world's largest biological database.
pH is 3.52.
The aim? To unlock new scientific discoveries from nature, such as new materials or even medicines. With so much still undiscovered, they're sampling far and wide.
What have you found already?
10 billion new genes from not just Dartmoor, obviously, but from all the places we've been and all the areas that our collaborators have found, have sampled.
With so many genes, Basecamp has created an AI model to sort through it. But first, the samples are sent to their lab in London.
We use extraction protocols to take out all of the DNA that's available in these environmental samples and sequence them.
Then, their AI model can process the data in the DNA, built specifically to find combinations in the genes to find new applications.
So we do both discovering existing enzymes in nature that have useful functions that can be used in the industry and agriculture for pharmaceuticals, but we're also aiming to use AI to generate novel proteins and novel structures of DNA that have functions that don't exist in nature yet.
We're going to go extract some DNA now.
It all started with a trip where founder Glen Gowers realised how much was undiscovered.
So we've taken a sample here from Havaragilt and we'll be sequencing that back on the ice cap in our base camp with our portable lab.
We started the company on an ice cap. We were in Iceland on a month-long expedition aiming to become the first team to do fully off-grid DNA sequencing in the Arctic.
Hey! There we go. We sequenced 100,000 individual strands of DNA from a sample near the ice cap in our tent using solar power.
One fact that really shocked us is when we looked at the data, the majority of it was completely new to science. You know, there are currently tens of thousands of untreatable diseases with existing tools. We think we can make a dent in that.
Although smaller, databases like Basecamp's have been open source for researchers to access. Basecamp's data, however, is a commercial endeavour.
Rather than just opening up our database as raw data, we found that the tools really weren't there to make use of it in the best way possible. So we build all of our own AI models, and with other collaborators build AI models too, that really are fully optimized for the datasets that we have here.
So you're in 27 different countries, many of these are in the global south. How do you ensure that you're not just extracting information and the nature that is these countries?
Well, historically, these activities have been extractive, and that's really at the core of the problem. To date, there haven't been economic partnerships between the users of this data and the countries where this data comes from. And that's really something that at the core we wanted to fix from day one. So we build partnerships in all the countries we work with. We share royalties back with every country that we work with when revenue is generated from data that comes from their location. And we also engage in short-term benefit sharing. So we share data, we build labs, we train people on using these labs, and they're free to use those labs for anything else that they might like.
For fieldworkers around the world, their samples could lead to the next breakthrough.
Well, one thing that we're talking about as a company is, for example, contributions to medicines that can cure certain cancers. And that's not a utopia. That can be done. Like, there's been cancer treatments that have been found in deep sea sponges. And like, for me, that's so cool. Like, by just sampling more of unknown nature, we might be able to cure some rare diseases or not so rare diseases.
The full potential of this research is still unknown, but with so many species, genes and proteins undiscovered, Basecamp's research may just be the start of bigger things to come.